Hello friends, welcome to another video of my channel. In today's video I'm going to talk about one very important topic, that is what you should do in the first few months when you join a new company or you are joining a new firm. Okay, so most of the people are switching their jobs, and that's the reason I thought of making this video. So there are a few points I would like to discuss. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. On top of that, if I can add something else there, or if I can modify something else, I would like to hear from you. So without any delay, let's start the video. So the first one I'd like to talk about is know your manager or know your lead very well. So in the very first day of your office, or in the first couple of months, try to understand your manager or your lead, his vision, how he is trying to progress, and how he is trying to make the team more better, and what are the goals that he is trying to achieve in the due course of time. So that is one of your top priorities. The second thing I'd like to talk about is understand your work and your position. Understand your work and your position. So what does it mean by that? Like, you have to understand what are the work that is expected from you to be delivered, and what is the position that you have joined in your team, and what are the deliverables that are expected from your side. That is utmost important. The third point is that know your team very well. So the colleagues, the people that you will be working with, it's one of the most important parts, that you have to understand them, or you have to know them firstly. Like, who are their will be your co-workers, or who will be there in your support executives rank, or who are there in your mission critical situations. So these kind of things, or this kind of segregation can be there in your team, and you have to know them very well by name, or you have to try to understand how long they're working there, and what they feel about the project, and what is their visionary. So once you get to know those things, then it will be easier for you to gauge or to frame your work as well. The fourth point is that identify a person whom you can ask anything freely, who should not be your manager or your lead. So try to make such one friend or such one person, or try to identify such one person whom you can ask anything and everything, be it a very intelligent question or be it a very layman question. So try to identify one such person who should not be evaluating you in future. Okay, so that unless and until you are getting ready in the project, you can ask a lot of questions to him or her to get a clear idea about the project and about the work. The next point is that connect with people when you are starting out working with your new colleagues. Be yourself. So when you are first joining a company, you have to present yourself like the way you are. So you should not be overconfident or something like that, or you should not be showing something. You should not be over optimistic or something like that. You should not be portraying yourself like you know everything, right? So you should be dealing with a part they are working with, or your team members are working with, so that they should not feel that you are a threat for them, or you are a threat for the project. Okay, and they will stop sharing information with you. So be down to earth, try to learn new things in the first few months, then try to make yourself comfortable in the project. Next point is that be prepared all the time. So what do I mean by be prepared? It means that, for example, if something is expected from you in a evening call or in a meeting, be yourself prepared before that. For example, your introduction, there is a high possibility that in a new team, whenever you are joining, that be it a virtual or be it in a meeting room, that people can ask about yourself, or what was your experience, what is your expectation over here, what is the background that you belong to, and how you can add value to the present project. So these can be the questions, or random questions that they can ask. So it's always better to prepare beforehand. Okay, so and also prepare one introductory speech, or like whenever people ask, tell me something about yourself, then you can tell something upfront. You don't have to think for a while or something like that. Okay, so that is one of the advices. Next part is that immerse yourself. So like I already talked about in the previous points, that you have to have the eager to learn things. You have to put all your effort to learn new things, or to get in the flow of the new company, or how the existing team is working. You have to understand their way of work. You have to understand how they would like you to deliver things. I know you may be liking the project, or you may not be liking the process. But there is always a scope of improvement, and you would like to do that. But before doing that, you have to understand the existing process very well, so that you should not miss any points that you may be again repeating in future. Then focus on your goals. That means, like for example, you know that there are some deliverables that your manager or your team is expecting from you. So you have to focus on those things first, and you have to make small goals to achieve a new thing, or to achieve a big perspective. So you have to chalk out your plan, how you can improve yourself in that specific domain, and accordingly you can uh, leverage those opportunity, those time period that you are in the office, to learn, to gauge, or to understand all those technologies or all those work that your colleagues or some of your seniors have been doing for years. Now the next part is that ask the right questions. So as I told you earlier, that you have now found a buddy who can guide you sometime, that okay, you can ask that person any questions. But once you are in the project, or you are in a mission critical scenario, then you have to and you know something about the team, about the project, about the vision, or about the upcoming goals, then it's your responsibility to, after understanding the project, if you ask some questions, that question should be relevant. The questions should not be there in the knowledge that you have got from the team. Okay, so you have to understand the process or the project very well, then only try to ask questions. That creates a good impression. The last part I would like to talk about, that walking in the shoes of your lead. That means, if even if you are having a higher experience than your lead, don't think yourself that you know everything in the new company in the very first place. Maybe you are having much more potential, maybe you are having much more knowledge, but don't show that off, suppressing your leads uh, mentorship, what I can say. So even if you are joining in a position that you feel that you are having higher knowledge than your lead, but don't try to jump the bar. So you have to proceed step by step. You have to walk in your manager's shoes to understand what he or she wants from you, from the team, or in the next 1 year or next 5 years of time. Then only you can frame yourself in that uh, specific scope, and then you can think alike with your manager. This way you can build a good rapport with your manager, and then trust will be created. Once the trust is created, then you can add some value to there. Okay, so from the beginning, please don't do that. It will create a bad impression, that if you're saying, or if you start advising from the beginning, it will be taken as a threat to the existing employees. They will not take it as a proper way. I hope I have made you understand. I have made you understood these all these points, and I would like to know your thoughts as well. And if you would like me to talk talk about some other points, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And I'd be really grateful if you can like, share, and subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Have a very nice day. That's it for now. See you next time.